Welcome to the bottom of the rabbit hole. Salute to all the Matrixologists tuning in. You are appreciated. This is going to be a quick video to share a couple of interesting things I found while waiting for the Matrix 4 to resume production in Germany. And if this is your first time down here, or you want to know everything about the Matrix media, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you do not miss out on any future updates. Okay, so a few days ago, I came across this picture posted on Tiger Chenhu's Instagram page. You can see him here training with Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss. And this is probably Matrix 4 deja vu, since he posted a training photo with Keanu Reeves from the same 8711 gym just a couple of weeks prior to the San Francisco Matrix 4 shoot. For anyone who doesn't know, 8711 is the same action stunt team owned and created by the directors of John Wick 4, Chad Stahelski and David Leitch. I've already discussed their involvement with Project Ice Cream in the Matrix 4, and John Wick 4 are not sharing a release date video and the Stunt Matrix video here on this channel. I'll leave links in the description box for anyone who needs to get caught up. I get asked a lot what I think about John Wick Neo crossover theories, and if you watch those two videos, you'll understand why it's not a crossover plot, but instead a crossover production team, but I digress. The next thing I stumbled onto was this tweet from Hollywood North Buzz that said, quote, "The Matrix 4 with Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss expected to resume filming in Berlin, Germany on July 6th via @Prod Week with COVID-19 safety protocols, ? End quote. Students with perfect attendance here at Matrix University already know exactly what kind of safety protocols are being put into place at Studio Babelsberg because they've already seen the Matrix 4 production preps social distancing video. However, the focal point of this tweet is that it states July 6th specifically as the date that production will resume. Of course, I tried to track the information back to the original source. Unfortunately, you have to be subscribed to Production Weekly in order to download the full document, but I did blow up the screenshot from their Twitter page, and the larger image does in fact have Matrix 4 listed. If you consider all the other clues leading up to this point, it all seems pretty legit. Now, while I was looking for an official statement to verify the July 6th return date, I found this Hollywood Reporter article titled, "Village Roadshow CEO Teases Future of Matrix Franchise." The article says, quote, "Since the novel coronavirus lockdown began in mid-March, Village Roadshow Entertainment Group CEO Steve Moskow has kept a daily journal detailing what's working for his staff of 37, what's not, and what could change going forward. Among the obstacles the company has faced was the production shutdown of Lana Wachowski's The Matrix 4. Village Roadshow, majority owned by Vine Alternative Investments, is putting up half the film's budget through its long-standing deal with Warner Brothers. But the upside of social distancing is the realization that remote work isn't so bad. Well, I never thought I'd say this. Having gone through the Sony hack was great training because it was a crisis of a magnitude we rarely see and how it affected the employees, daily workflow, and all that. The number one thing is keeping people healthy, making sure their families are healthy. From a business standpoint, we're in the stage where primarily what we're doing is development. So working remotely does enable us to catch up on our development, get our development right, get a lot of deals done. We didn't have anything in production other than the Matrix 4, but what I said to everybody was, based on my experience with the hack, eventually this will come to an end or ease up. This is a time we can be super productive. A lot has to happen to make sure it gets back to normal. I do think the business is going to change in terms of the number of films released. For 20 plus years, this company has financed more than 100 films with Warner Brothers. We will continue to do that primarily with sequels, prequels, or remakes of movies that we were involved in over those years. Our pivot is from just financing to building our own homegrown slate of features and TV, with the focus primarily on streamers. It's obvious the movie business is going to change. What this virus has done is sped up what was inevitable, which is more movies going out on streaming platforms and less reliant on the theatrical release. Okay, so I believe there are some noteworthy messages in between the lines here. First is that The Matrix 4 was the only project in production for Village Roadshow at the moment. This will hopefully mean that the company isn't spread too thin with other projects, and that The Matrix 4 will have all the financial resources it needs despite the delays and pandemic-related expenses. The second important thing here is the company's business model pivoting towards streaming. When asked specifically if Lana envisioned The Matrix 4 as the start of a new trilogy, Moskow replied, quote, "My hope would be that this continues for a long, long time. 4 and beyond would be very exciting. Village Roadshow has the ability to opt into any future Matrix movies, period. End quote. A final statement like that lets you know very clearly that when it comes to past, present, and future Matrix films, Warner Brothers and Village Roadshow are in it together. But it also sounds like more movies and expanded Matrix Universe content will be an easy sell, assuming the Matrix 4 does well. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below, and remember, as one realizes that one is a dream figure in another person's dream, that is self-awareness.